March outlook. This one's pretty short, but gives us a couple extra minutes here to go over the monthly emphasis, which I obviously will end on. So core 4 elements on the 21st. Weather permitted, like we've had horrible luck with the weather. It is getting warmer out. I'm really excited about this. I know a lot of other people are excited about this kind of one-off every month to get outside and kind of be in nature, obviously in the elements. But hopefully this works out. But either way, 8 o'clock is the start time. We'll obviously let you know as we get closer to that. The mini cycle, I was actually teetering back and forth on whether or not I wanted to add this in because there was so much going on. But I think it became pretty clear to me that like people that are going to do urban legend training are going to do urban legend training, and people that aren't. So I wanted to make sure people that weren't doing it or partaking in it in any way still got what you needed from a training standpoint. So the front squat mini cycle will start on the 3rd. Remember, mini cycles are just programmed into class. Pretty much always are just going to start the class off with that lift. So you guys know for 8 consecutive weeks, you will have front squats to start on leg day, which is great. And again, it's not based off of progressive overload. It's not anywhere near as structured as a front squat 12-week cycle would be. It's just it guarantees you the repetition and volume, and there will be a little bit of progressive overload, but again, not based off of like 1 rep maxes and stuff. So I'm excited about mini cycles. I like them a lot. It's a good incorporation into our programming. The baselines, there's only one this month. There's a lot going on, so it just wasn't a good month to put them in. But this baseline, kind of the OG AMRAP, 3, 6, 9, 12 reps, rip through it as many times as you can under a certain amount of time. Just go. Been doing this is actually the baseline we have done the most in the history of Core 4. It was kind of the first baseline I ever did in terms of baselines way back in my early 20s. And I've actually never beat that score since that time. But anybody's been with this for a while, you should know this baseline. Again, 3, 6, 9, 12. You work your way through AMRAP style. And then the monthly emphasis. I made a whole video on this. March monthly emphasis is strength. And it's kind of like, I'm not going to say max strength, but it's top end strength. 5 to 8 reps is kind of that ballpark where you're going to be. Obviously, in the month of February, we did the 8 to 12 with kind of the aerobic stuff weaved and woven through it, challenging you guys to transition from the aerobic stuff to the lifts a lot of times or most of the time. This one's going to be a little bit different. So we're going to take a step back in terms of the aerobic side. That does not mean we're not going to do aerobic work. I can't clarify that enough. Like, I am huge into leaning into lifting. I will never let it go on a personal level. I think it's far too valuable. It's far too valuable for all of you guys. Even during the month of February, we still hit our volume and repetition goals pretty much every single day when applicable. Obviously not in cardio day and stuff. To make sure that we maintain our strength. Now, it wasn't a month where you're necessarily getting stronger via hypertrophy, but we were working on another very valuable modality in your ability to transition, maintain that zone 2 kind of output, and work on your underlying conditioning, and muscular endurance. So this is going to now step back slightly. I'm still going to make sure that we don't just lose everything we gained in February, but you're going to see a lot more chunkier blocks of lifting with much lower rep counts. So warming up is going to be very crucial this month, and pretty large time of recoveries, because again, when you're focused on strength, you need those 2-3 minute time of recovery. So good opportunity to hopefully not sit on our phones. Maybe we can do some foam rolling and stuff in between this month, because you're going to have a lot of that extra time. Total opposite of kind of what happened in February. Now, keep in mind, this is leading us into and bridging us to April, which is going to be maintaining these strength loads, so the 5 to 8 reps, under duress or under fatigue. And again, it's in this video. I went over it. But again, we're going to start, get our weights up, get an understanding of what we can handle in this rep count throughout the course of March. And then in April, apply that knowledge and that training and that strength to duress, elevated heart rates, and fatigue. So just know that that's coming. And again, at the end of the day, guys, I am resistance leaning. I am all about lifting. Like I've always told people, we're 65% resistance training, 35% aerobic work, and we make sure that we can do them both simultaneously as well. So don't lose sight of that. Just have faith that I will make sure we always do the appropriate amount of lifting at minimum to maintain any gains that we've gotten previously. But yeah, that's March. Not a lot to it. Hopefully this all comes to fruition.